Okay, Mully's just sending me a message about doing breakfast naked. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I know we're having a party tonight. It's the Mully household annual Christmas party. Yes, it's an extravaganza, usually done mostly clothed, and it's happening tonight. I'm heading over now to get a couple beers. I know Mully picked himself up a case of that good old retrograde motion Asahi that I was drinking on the bench the other night. And he saw that in the video and liked it, hunted it down, got a case. He got some Jack Daniels, and there's going to be goodies and trees and friends and all the like and stuff. So I'm firing up the bullet train a little bit to record a little bit of the action along the way. Although I may not make as many videos as I might like. Who knows what'll happen? We'll see what happens. And I'm going to stop by and get some beers, and I might fire off a couple bits along the way. And I just wanted to let you know that we got a fun evening in store. The holidays have arrived in Japan. This is a much better state of affairs than 20 years ago, when the holidays were a lonely time for us expats, especially if you didn't have a lot of connections with the folks from wherever your relative home was. And I'll tell you a story. Why that? I'll tell you a story as I drive to the yakiya-san. What is a yakiya-san, you may ask? Well, san is referred to, you put the end of san, like a flower shop. I just passed one. That would be a ohana-ya-san, a ohana flower shop. It's san, just like on a person, the suffix it uses to denote respect and the like. And you would have maybe a kusuri-ya-san. There's one right over there. There's a drugstore right over there. I don't know if you'd say kusuri-ya-san. I've never heard that. But you'd have a sake-ya-san, I think. All kinds of san. And I'm heading over to the yakiya-san. Yakiya-san is what Emily calls the liquor store where I like to buy my beer. It's a good place, and you can get the stuff pretty good price. And Emily and Yumiko both think that alcohol is kind of yucky, so Yumiko calls it Yakiya-san. So I'll head on over there. But I'll tell you about a story about when I was living in Osaka, and I don't know where that snap comes from. Hey, that's pretty handy. Very rude though too. I apologize. When I was living in Osaka, we had our first holiday there, and it was pretty rank because we did basically nothing, and we all felt pretty depressed. Had a small group of friends, including my good pal Pat Kwan, my surfing buddy from college, who came over and joined me. He still lives here. He's got 4 kids. He's a missionary down in Osaka. Anyway, so the second year we organized things, and we rented out a restaurant, a small little, how they have these small little restaurants here in Japan, tiny little affair, and we rented the whole darn place out, which wasn't much. It was 10 seats, for the whole place. They took all the chairs and tables and put them together, and there you go. And somehow someone took organization of this, one of those Playboy dudes. That was back in the time when I had a couple of friends that were really here just to do the Playboy Japan scene. They were here for the gals. That's all they were here for. They came over. They were looking to make money. They weren't looking for worldly experience or cultural exploration. They were looking for poo-tang. And that's... I never got into that, because I came here after a woman, my wife, and then my girlfriend, but there were definitely guys like that in the stories they told me. It's interesting. It is true, women and men, it's the chemistry that they've got. They're wonderful things. They're animals that fit together like, well, need I say more? Anyway, June, we've got we rented this restaurant, and someone, worked in the kitchen or taught the chef, or the chef knew, or something like that, how to cook a real Christmas dinner. So we somehow procured a giant turkey. We had all the potatoes for the mashed potatoes. Pumpkin pies were made. The whole spread. It was just like home. And we all got there at a nice time. We had our drinks. We laid out things with candles and everything like that. It was a wonderful time. We had a real Christmas feast, and we exchanged gifts and sang carols. No, we didn't sing carols, but that would have been the topper. Wouldn't that have been cool? But we didn't do that. But it was a great memory I had. I remember Pat Kwan's scowling face. Every 4th word out of his mouth was a profane expletive that it's hard to believe now that he's actually a minister of his own flock. Isn't that amazing how things can change? That man, I could never would have imagined. So you 20-something, who knows what you'll be when you're 40-something? Who knows? Anyway, that was our experience then with Christmas. A lot of Christmases have come and gone since then, and now it's time for another Christmas party tonight at the Mully household with a big old Christmas tree and a cool little hat on the top. And we're going to have some friends over and have a good old time, and I'm going to take a couple of vids. I imagine I'm going to get drunk. I'm planning to stay the night at the place. Yumiko's sister is coming along. Yoko is coming along, and she's going to drive the car home, so I'm going to crash at the Mully's house so I can hang late and chew the fat with Mully and friends into the wee hours and wait for Santa's arrival. Wait a minute. It's only the 19th or the 17th or something like that. Well, okay. Well, I guess we won't wait for Santa. We'll wait for the... we're next to a cemetery. Maybe we'll creep out into the cemetery and look for ghosts. That'll do it. Okay. Take care, everybody. I'm sure I'm just snapping and clapping today because I'm having a good old time. Why not? It's Saturday. It's party night. There's beers happening, and I've got my wife's wallet. That's why I'm happy. Look at my wife didn't just give me a little bit of money. She gave me her whole darn wallet to take out and get some beer. I mean, that is cause for celebration. Have a good evening, guys, or day, or whatever the heck you are. I'm going to do the same. Vids coming on the bullet train intermittently as they go through the night. I imagine once I get there, I'll do like I did at the Nagoya mini-meet. Just take photos and make a compilation a little later. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Woo! Boink. Oh, boink.